and welcome to a weekly gaming news 10 and 10 for the week ending August 5th, 2017. I have 10 headlines to run down in 10 minutes to do it. Let's get started. It seems as though Punk is still hungover from his loss in this year's EVO Street Fighter V Finals. At a Defender North tournament last weekend, Derek Ruffin, also known as iDom, faced off against EVO runner-up Victor Woodley, also known as Punk. After Punk cruised to the finals, he went up against iDom and was subsequently dominated, including Rage Quitting after one dominating defeat sent him to the loser bracket. Punk earned his way back to the finals to face off against iDom a second time, and the results were no different, as iDom closed the tournament 3-0 with a dominating perfect to end the match. Punk is arguably regarded as the best player in the US, but it was clear he wasn't that on this day. Over on the Capcom Unity blog, it has been announced that there will be a weapons design contest for Monster Hunter World. The contest is for an original design for one of the 14 in-game weapon types. Entrants will need a drawing, name, and short description of the weapon you have designed, with the winning design being added to the final version of the Monster Hunter World. You have until August 16th, 9 p.m. Pacific, to submit your entry. Niantic postpones European Pokmon GO event scheduled this August. Niantic has announced that the Safari Zone celebration is scheduled for August 5th in Copenhagen and Prague, and August 12th in Stockholm and Amsterdam have been postponed to a date later in the fall. No other details have been noted, but Niantic also stressed that these delays did not affect the events they have planned in France, Germany, Japan, or Spain. Niantic did not mention the recent Chicago event that was marred with problems and spawned a lawsuit, but this is most likely not a coincidence. The Safari Zone event was supposed to allow Europeans to capture some rare region-specific Pokemon, but all is not lost, as Niantic stated that some Pokemon rarely seen in European cities will be appearing for a limited time. Overwatch's summer event returns this year and is the first major event since the changes to the loot box drops. Beginning August 8th, Lucio Ball will return with an update. There will be a new stadium map, Sydney, joining last year's Rio map. There are also changes to how Lucio's ultimate works, as well as his boop ability. There's also a variety of new cosmetics and the addition of last year's items at reduced prices. The Summer Games 2017 event will run from August 8th through August 29th. Battlefield 1's community test environment is coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Starting this week, Battlefield 1 Premium Pass holders can download at a reported 40 GB the Battlefield 1 test realm. DICE notes that this will be used to test Battlefield 1 updates, maps, and more. There is no additional cost, and it is isolated from the production service and playlists. If you are a Battlefield 1 owner and Premium Pass holder, you can download the CTE in-game by selecting the More option from the menu. More and more consoles seem to be encroaching into PC territory. EA's NBA Live 18 adds WNBA teams. The WNBA has been an active league for more than 20 years now, and the only other time WNBA players had been available in a video game was in NBA Street Home Court some 10 years ago. That is changing, as the full NBA league and team rosters will be playable in NBA Live 18. This isn't the first time that EA has added women professional teams, as they did so starting in FIFA 16, but it's the first time the WNBA is being fully represented in any game. This is a positive step forward for diversity in gaming, and I hope to see more stories like this down the road. Sonic Mania special stages, bonus stages, and time attack have been shown, and they are as nostalgic as one would expect. From the 3D style running stages reminiscent of Sonic CD to the Spirit level Circus Sonic 3, they are here with the familiar gameplay. The time attack modes are specific to each character and come with quality of life features, including an instant reset and leaderboards. Sonic Mania has turned out to be the Sonic game Sonic fans have been asking for. Sonic Mania is set to release on August 15th. League of Legends is getting a reality show in Australia. The show, called The Next Gamer, will have 40 players compete for a coveted spot on one of Australia's top League of Legends teams and $10,000. The show will have 40 players compete online over 5 days, with the top 10 making it to the Next Gamer house. Once there, the 10 players will participate in daily challenges and tournaments, and after a week, the group will be halved to 5 players, at which point they will take on Oceania's top gaming teams and eventually facing a team from the Oceanic Pro League after which point the overall winner will be crowned. EA has announced that Mass Effect Andromeda studio Bioware Montreal is merging with Motive Studios. During an earnings call, Chief Financial Officer Blake Jorgensen confirmed that the two studios will be merging and moving to a new space in Montreal. He also noted that 100 new people have been hired to support a new IP around Jay Raymond's development team. Currently, BioWare Montreal is supporting Mass Effect Andromeda, while Motive Studios is working with EA, DICE, and Criterion Games on Star Wars Battlefront 2, as well as helping Visceral Games finish their as-yet-to-be-announced Star Wars project. Finally, Psyonix, in an attempt to clear out toxic Rocket League players, is implementing a new auto-ban feature. An AI will look through the chat logs of reported players looking for any of the 20 or so trigger words and variants that are grounds for bans. Once found, the offending player would be banned for 24 hours on the first offense, 72 hours on the second offense, 1 week for the third, and any subsequent violations can lead to a permanent ban. Psyonix has declined to release the list of trigger words and states this system is being implemented to address reports of in-game abuse and harassment quicker and more precisely. That'll do it for this week. I thank you for joining. Before I sign off, I want to give a shout out to the new challenges, the surefire way to climb up the leaderboards in Street Fighter V and Injustice 2. The new challenges provide one-on-one coaching, breakdowns, instructional videos, and tournaments, and more. Head to their site at newchallenger.gg to get more information and to sign up. Also, if you enjoyed this summary and you are looking for more, Trinell and I go into deep detail on these stories and more on a weekly gaming news show, Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, live streamed on Facebook, Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube.